Students, today we are going to learn about the fossil fuels in the chapter Coal and Petroleum. So, what is fossil fuel?
Fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are generally the combustible materials that are found underneath the surface of the earth, and these materials are formed taking a time duration of some millions of years are needed. Now, to form these fossil fuels, the basic materials are the decayed plant and the animal matter. If we look at the fossil fuels, there are generally three fossil fuels exist. One is the coal, the second one is the natural gas, and the other one is the oil. Coal is known as the youngest fossil fuels, and it is also present near to the surface of the earth, as it can be obtained by mining. Coal is considered as the fossil fuel, and it is the sedimentary rock that can burn. Coal contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in a bulk amount or in a large quantity, and it also contains nitrogen and sulfur, but the percentage of these two elements, that is nitrogen and sulfur, is very less. So if we consider the basic constituent of coal, we can say that coal basically consists of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in a large amount, and nitrogen and sulfur in a very small amount. Now, these coal are found into four different types. Number one is the peat, number two is the lignite, number three is the bituminous, and number four is the anthracite. Among the peat, it is the soft coal. Lignite, it is slightly brown in color. Bituminous is a slightly blackish, whereas anthracite is dark black in color and is the hardest coal. The peat contains 60% of carbon, whereas lignite contains 70%, bituminous 80%, and anthracite contains 90% of carbon. Now, this percentage of carbon is directly related to the better quality of the fuel. That means the high amount of carbon content, the better is the fuel. So, from this we can say that peat contains a small amount of carbon and it is the poor quality, whereas anthracite contains 90%. It is the best quantity of coal as well as it is the most expensive, whereas bituminous is known as the common coal as it contains a medium percentage of the carbon. The best quality is the anthracite. Now let us have a look on the how coal is formed. Millions of years ago, the earth is covered by trees, and due to some natural processes, these trees, whenever died, fell into the water. Now, due to the presence of water along with the soil, by addition of pressure and temperature, these plants or animals decayed and forms a liquid or semi-solid type of structure that is known as a peat. Now, upon it the sedimentation of the soil happens, and due to the pressure of the soil as well as the temperature, it is converted to the lignite. Now, due to the pressure of the earth, this lignite moves further deep into the earth's crust, and by the application of both pressure and temperature, it is converted to the lignite coal slowly. Now, this lignite, after getting again pressure and temperature, moves further into the surface of the earth and it forms the bituminous type of coal. This bituminous type of coal, again with the help of the pressure and temperature, moves down to the earth's surface and forms the best quality.
From the beginning I am telling you that whenever coal is burnt, it provides us the energy. Now let us have a look on the reaction that we can get whenever a coal is burnt in the air and how we get the energy. Coal, I have told you before that coal basically consists of the carbon. So we can here consider that carbon when reacts with air, that means when it is burning in the air, it is reacting with the oxygen that is present in the air and forms the carbon dioxide gas. That means the gas, whenever coal is burning, we see that a huge amount of gas is producing. That is nothing but the carbon dioxide gas that is produced by the reaction of carbon with the oxygen that is present in the air and produces a heat. That means the energy that is we are getting the energy that is produced after burning the coal, that is known as the heat. So whenever carbon is reacting with the oxygen of the air, it is producing carbon dioxide and heat. I think you have followed until this. In our next class, we will study about the different products that we get by processing the coal. Okay, thank you.